they'll get the 1,000 points, and does the recruiter get 2,000 for their promotion? How will, I'm Leslie, I'm not exactly sure what question you're asking.
Sorry, I that was actually supposed to read doesn't get the 5,000. And it was for trip points. So I have a director who's in her 3rd month. She's struggling to get to the 5,000. If she doesn't get to the 5,000, would I not get the 2,000 points? I'm like 3,000 points away from the trip. So
it's like, yes, that's true. You will not get the 2,000 points. So it's like December didn't happen. So I don't know if you'll get the 2,000 points next month as her 3rd month. Okay. But you'll want to try and get her to help am I thinking right, you guys?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And we're still striving for it anyways. Title protection doesn't mean we shouldn't still try.
Oh my gosh, that's the last thing in the world that we want as a company
Right.
to have done. And so so yeah, I'm not sure how. I think it's like April, it just like slid off. It was like February, March, May was the 3 months, is how that worked. It's like December didn't happen, but if you need that for your trip, it's going to matter that she does it this month, because it's not going to count. It'll count next month for next year's trip, is how I would believe it would be done.
Even if she's in her 3rd month now, so they would just like pretend this month didn't happen and then next month would be her 3rd month, or?
I believe so. It's like the month didn't happen. But if you need it for the end of year, or she needs it for the end of year for trip, absolutely she needs to do it. Am I thinking right, Linda? You're shaking your head. Yeah,
that's what I think.
Okay.
It is. It's like, if they don't make it, it's okay, but nobody gets any points. If they make it, you get the points. I mean, it's just as if well, they're not penalized.
It's really just that, but we'll still get our paid as points. If we're paid as advanced director, we'd still get the paid as points.
Yeah. Only if you are paid, only if you make 12,000 in organizational sales and you have an active downline director underneath you, you would get paid as an advance. You would get those paid as points.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's really,
but if she's your only director,
yeah.
And she doesn't get paid as a director.
A Feeding America fundraiser and all that. We're doing a Feeding America fundraiser. We're doing a team-wide blessing bags. We're doing everything that I can even possibly think of. So you know what, just God has plan, and if I don't make it, I don't make it. It's all good.
Well,
I can only do so much, and I need to make cookies with my kids, because that's why I started doing this in the first place.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. And ask God to bless it. I really believe by asking, we do not receive because we do not ask. So ask God to bless your business.
And there are so many feel-good stories here surrounding the blessing bags. Karen Winter posted some pictures of the nurses getting their bags and the people in their department. I think several other people have done the same thing too. And the fact that people have been, donating that in memory of or in honor of different people affected by different things. And you're getting some positive PR back too. I'm really impressed by those who stuck their neck out and did it, and just how that word from Marna, leverage, is really working to leverage some great things. So
yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, who was that who said my customer sponsored 175 egg cookers for nurses? Who is that?
That's Sandy Plummer. Sandy needs to come on and tell us about what she did to get. Oh my gosh. Let's see.
Yeah, because I've been posting it several times, and it seems like I've gotten one from all the posts that I've done. Where I'm getting any traction is through text and emails and personally reaching out to people.
So Sandy,
Facebook
what in the world is your secret?
Sandy,
175.
okay, talk to us, Sandy.
Well, I don't know. A couple years ago, I did the blessing bags for, I think 3 or 4 years ago, I did them for the homeless and for women's shelters. And then last year I did the blessing bags for chemo patients, and a lot of the same people, are participating in this one that I did. So I don't know. I went live. I went live on my business page and then shared it on my personal page and just told everybody kind of what I was doing. And then once the ball got rolling, my husband started it and said, I'll sponsor 5. And I think that was key too, that people started and they were sponsoring more than one at a time. I was encouraging that a lot. And so, I was getting 5.
Sandy, when you put that out there, tell us exactly what you said, on what medium, and then tell us point by point, because some
Sure.
people have never done them.
Okay. So I went live and I just said, every year I try to facilitate something to give back to a certain group of people. And then I said, last year I did the chemo bags, or last year I used we a lot because it's not me, it's all my customers. Last year we did the chemo bags, and the way it works is you sponsor a nurse and I do the work. So I will order I did egg cookers. So I will order the egg cookers for each and every nurse that you sponsor. I'll order them, I'll wrap them, I will get them delivered to the hospitals, and they will be from all of you. And so, and then I also created a board. Let me show you this. I don't know if I can flip my camera around. Oh, I can't flip my camera on this, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Oops, just a sec, sorry.
Cool ceiling.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would update my board. And so see, my husband donated 5, and then the very next one was 5, and the very next one was 5. And then I had some that were 10. And
And what do you charge? What do you charge?
I charge, let me flip it around here again. I charge 20
Okay.
per egg cooker, and I know they were 17, but that was an easy number for me. And then I just ordered some extra ones, because there was a little bit of overage. But I find when I've done anything like this, I find that you have to keep it under $20, I think. And I think keeping it an even number, then people go, oh, $100 will get me 5,
So did you collect the money through PayPal or
I
QuickPay?
do Venmo. I do
Okay.
Venmo. And a lot of the people have donated, had sponsored things in the past. So some of them just write me a check, and that's fine. But yeah, I just made a lot of, I started out with, let's see how many we can get. I told everybody because when we did blessing bags last year, I put together 224 bags last year. And so it was a kind of a big number we were thinking of to begin with. And so then it started out when I got to 100, I made a big deal about, oh my gosh, you guys, you all raised, you all sponsored 100 nurses already. What do you think we can do next? And then people would comment, I think we can go for 150. I think, and so it just kind of took on a life of its own. And it's just, it's fun.
How did you decide who gets them?
Well, what I did is I reached out and I said, do I have any nurse friends out there that have connections to hospitals? And I live in a little town of 300 people are in my town. And the nearest hospital, the nearest big hospital is about 45 minutes from here, but we have a couple smaller hospitals within 20 minutes. So I got contacts in 5 different hospitals. So I knew one of them myself. So I donated to 6 hospitals.
So when you donated, did you just bring them in a box and say, who gets these? Who gets them?
Yeah. So, well, with COVID now, it's so different. You have to have a contact. You can't just go to the door and say, I have gifts. So, so I really left it up to my contact person for each hospital. I just said, these are for nurses or for frontline workers, however you see fit, because some of the hospitals have COVID units. Some of them don't necessarily have COVID units. So one of the hospitals actually said, I think what we're going to do is do a drawing because there wasn't enough for everybody. So they worked it all week and they were doing fun things all week and then doing drawings and picking a few names each day up until Christmas.
I love that, because that's,
Yeah.
that's my thing, as I think of the hospitals, there's hundreds and hundreds of workers. So how do you decide who gets it?
Yeah, and in hindsight, you know, it would have actually been nice to bring them all to one hospital, but 170, that was a lot. I mean, that was a lot of boxes. I mean, I think I had 8, 9, 10, 16 boxes, something like that. And so that's a lot for one hospital to even like, where are we going to put them? So they're not in the way.
Right, right,
you know.
right.
So that
I
was
know
kind
you
of
can do
wrap
that for
those.
firefighters and
Mhm.
EMT
Oh,
workers.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, for one of them, one of the hospitals, and in the past, like when I did the blessing bags, I just, you know, dropped them off and left. And I personally don't put, I did a little note that I put with each one. I'll show you what I did.
Looks like you're a crafter. I saw your ribbon rolls.
Do you see my ribbon rolls?
I'm a
I did
crafter too.
this. I did this. I don't know if you can read it. It's probably
Thank
backwards,
you,
huh?
frontline heroes. Please take one in appreciation for all that you have done and continue to do. This is the work of many people who came together to brighten your day. Perfect. Love it.
So I made sure that there was nothing business in there. My name wasn't on there. Pampered Chef's name wasn't on there. I
Wow.
just, you know, so that they knew it was for the right reason.
Did you leave them in the boxes? Is that what you did? Is you just left them in the boxes? I know some people were taking them out, putting them in bags, adding stuff.
I just left them in the boxes. It was just too much I mean, just wrapping them alone. My grandkids came one day and we wrapped 80 of them. And it just, yeah, but I just
Yeah.
left
So
them
you
in
actually
the
wrapped
box.
them in paper?
I wrapped them in
in
wrapping
paper?
paper and put a bow on everyone. Yep.
Okay, okay.
But I
Yeah,
did have
'cause-
one hospital that was it was really fun because I usually do just drop off, and they wanted to get together. So they called a bunch of nurses down because they knew I was coming. There was probably a dozen nurses that came down from their units. And then we stood in this, I don't know, this area, and someone went up top and took a picture of everybody holding, they made me get in the picture, of everybody holding their egg cooker. And then they posted, it was Marshfield Clinic Hospital. They posted it on their,
on their
on
paper.
their,
Hold
Facebook
one
page.
second. Jamie needs to leave. Jamie, are you still here? Jamie, did she leave? Hold. Jamie. I just wanted to say thank you once
We're-
again. Thank you. All right.
That's it.
I'll let her know. Her sitter had to leave. She's she got babies there. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted
No.
to make sure that we said thank you so much, because she did a phenomenal job. Okay. So Sandy, back to you. So now why is it not letting me put you as a spotlight here? All right. Cancel, and then let's try it again. Okay, there we go. So that's awesome. I remember the year Kim Gant, I don't know if Kim is still on here. I remember the year her and her team did blessing bags, and it was amazing the number of people that they blessed. I mean, I'll never forget the pictures. Is Kim still on here? Thank you, Sandy, for sharing. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, and I will say, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't my original idea of the egg cooker. I can't take credit for that. I mean, there's so many people come up with so many great ideas and share. I love that. But yeah, it's fun, and it kind of gets you in the holiday spirit, I guess.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Yeah. So we have a lot of opportunities to give back during this time, and you could do it for just so many different groups. So you guys get creative in your heads, and just do what you need to do in the sense of finishing this year well and getting ready for an amazing year. You guys, think of all the ways we have grown this year, and think of all the the opportunities we've had to serve other people and to just to be a blessing in their life in a time where people didn't normally cook. They were cooking like the 1960s. Number one hobby during COVID that people took up was cooking. And I know we had some bumps in the road. Let's acknowledge that, but so did all the other people. And it reminds me of when my grandfather went through, and I may have told the story already, but I apologize if I did. But my grandfather in 1929 went through the Depression, and the bank that he was involved with and that he actually helped start, they came back to him and they owed him $90,000. Now that's a lot of money in the Depression. Okay. Really a lot of money. And they asked him for some more money to help reopen. And he said, why should I give you more money? You already owe me 90,000. And they said, it's our way to pay it back, Bill. If you don't, and others don't help us reopen, we'll never be able to pay that back. And so my grandfather gave him $3,000 towards doing that. And so of course did a lot of other investors. But that $3,000 turned into $600,000. And I think of that, and what they said to him was, Bill, if it was just us that went under, it would have been different. I could see why you wouldn't want to invest, but it was everyone. All banks fell. And and just like this time, you guys, anybody that's ordered anything online, the shipping dates have been crazy. I mean, I finally stopped buying gifts and just sent everybody Amazon cards because I said, you guys, buy what you need when you need it. Okay. Because I can't get these things in time. So it's not just us that have had shipping problems or stock problems. It's been around the world, you guys. So take heart in that. It's just not something we're used to. We're used to a company that really is over the top. We didn't realize how good we were, did we? We did not realize how good we were until we weren't. All right. So I know that it's going to take just a little bit, like Andrew said, to get back in line and get back on track. But think of how much we've done and how much we've grown and how much we're ready for success. So think of our shipping, think of, they got another kiln being delivered. So for stoneware, I mean, we're going to be producing like crazy and we're going to be set for success. So you guys, whatever you do, don't bail now because the best is yet to come. So, anyway, Marie and Patty, do you have anything else to say other than I'm going to cancel the spotlight video on me and let's go back to gallery view.
Marie had to leave. I think she said she had to go. She said she has to go. She appreciated all the sharing. I don't know. It was such a great call. Timing on the announcements were good, and
Yep.
I love hearing from you
And
guys.
we're skipping next week, of course.
Yeah.
You guys need a break. We need a break. Everybody deserves a break today. And so we're going to skip next week, but we really want you to engage and serve with little things you're doing with your family. Put it up there on Facebook in the sense of not necessarily selling, but engaging, and letting people know how special they are to you. And then we're going to be back here on January 4th, and we'll be able to share ideas and celebrate. And of course, we're always looking for speakers. So please, if you've got an idea or something that is really working well, we need you to talk. Okay, we need you to talk and share. And this year has gone the way it has for our team because of all of you. Because of all of you and because of your sharing hearts and everything you've done to put on our big girl and big guy aprons and work through this together, hand in hand, you guys, hand in hand. I've been so blessed to know all of you and to be part of your lives. We've been through a lot. We've been through the cry. We've been through a lot. We really have. But we're in this together and we are going to even be better yet. And you guys, you're amazing. And I'm just really, really blessed to know all of you and and serve all of you. And I know Patty feels the same, and so does Marie. So God bless each and every one of you. Enjoy your families, enjoy your time during this holiday season. And let's just think of every day how much we have to be grateful for. Grateful, grateful, grateful. When you're in a drive-through, when you're in McDonald's, pay for the guy behind you. Do things that are special for other people right now, because people need to know people care. So thanks, Patty.
Can't wait. You know what? Denise has something. She said if people are still working this month, that's she could help them with something that's working for her. So do you mind?
If anybody wants to hear it, I don't know. It's something I just
Yeah.
started doing
Yeah,
this
are you
week, and I
kidding?
got a bunch.
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple of sales and people calling me, and I've actually got 3 potential recruits.
Yay! Tell us.
and I jumped up $1,100 in the last week.
Wow.
And I don't have one party, y'all. I've not had a party yet this month, and I'm already at what, 4,000 now by myself, I think,
Wow.
right? Or
Yeah.
Denise.
No, I think so.
yeah, 3. Okay, well, but I have 1,000 unsubmitted. So yeah, so okay. So we started doing those QR codes a while back, right? So we talked about that. Okay, I made a QR code for my Linktree, and I've been putting it on the front of my catalog and sending that to some of my people that have bought from me, that are, you know, those random people that order that you don't get any sales, the non-commission. I got one person who bought $400 when I sent them back this.
Wow.
You know, just thanking them for the order and saying, hey, this is me, you know, I'm here to help you. And then
Are you sending them a catalog? Is that what you're doing? Oh, full catalog. All right.
I mean, I'm like desperate at this point, but it's working. And then I've gotten a few other little ones, but they're all been from this. I mean, I got a 50, 60, a 30. So, and it's all been from this. And it's because I don't think they're reading the emails because I would always send them just the email back.
Yeah.
So I'm sending them that, and I made like a little postcard, and it's just handwritten, just saying, you know, I'm here to help you and thank you for your order. And that little wish list thing that I had made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's working. But I also went another step. Hold on, let me put it.
So a question was, you're sending everyone a catalog?
Just those people. And then I had a few people ask me for catalogs of my actual customers. So that only shop online. So I sent those. I have a lot of catalogs left, so I got to do something with them.
Right.
So,
And look it costs like less than $2.50 to send a catalog out, and you're getting all these orders.
Yeah.
And I
paid
just
off.
sent out a catalog today. I've handed 2 of them out yesterday.
I figured it was going to be money wasted if I didn't send them out, right?
Yep.
So another thing I thought, well, you know, because with recruiting, you know, I always put the flyer for recruiting, but to me, you know, that I don't know whose call it was that said, don't ask, you know, you can't say, are you ready to, you know, to sign up, or, you know, something like that. You just need to, you know, do you want more information? Just kind of subtly give it to them. So I literally, you know how we always say, you know, have you ever thought about doing something for some extra money or just for fun? I actually I wrote it on the top of the flyer. And then I put the QR code for more information to my consultant link.
Nice.
Join.
Nice.
Nice.
And I've had 4 hits.
And which call was it that you talked about the QR code and how to do it? Do we
I don't
remember,
know.
Patty?
Would
Can
it-
you do a little Zoom?
You can actually do it in Canva now.
The QR code?
Yeah.
Okay.
The QR codes are on Canva now. And guys, I've made literally, I've got stickers for Canva.
Okay.
So I'm even putting them on the little catalog, the little mini catalogs, the same one that I'm putting on my big ones, I'm putting them on the little one.
Yeah, because
now.
everybody's used to QR codes because of restaurants now. They gotta look at the
Mhm.
menus for QR codes.
But the
Um,
QR code is to my link tree.
Right. So you can go to any one of those things. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
And so that way they always have something to where they can shop from too.
Okay. Denise,
now
I'm going
when-
to ask you to, after we get off the call, would you make a little video on how to set it up and do it and walk us through it? And then we will put it up on our, on PC team training. Okay.
And for all my January parties, as I'm making my host packets, I am making the same type of thing, but with the actual party QR code and putting them on their
Okay.
catalogs. I give them two with
Okay.
those.
Awesome.
So I just thought if anybody is, and I'm just reaching out to everybody that has orders, and all my new consultants that I flipped, that they were my parties first. For those of y'all that were talking that you needed those consultants to get more money, I literally went back and I messaged their guests from their parties and just said, thank you for supporting Cindy's business. And, I'm still here to help you as well. Don't forget you have your 10% off for when you shopped at her party. Here's her, and I put her website to try to help her get orders. And I did that on every one of her guests for 4 different consultants that actually I've had from this past year. So I've got one girl now that's just $20 from qualifying. So
Awesome.
so
Okay.
oh, sorry.
All right.
Okay, so just some ideas for y'all that are still trying to work like I am.
Okay. Yep, for sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Denise.
Welcome.
We appreciate that. And we will get back with everybody with some of those. We'll go to PC team training. Patty's been diligent about putting
Yeah.
everything up. So thank you very much, Denise, for doing
Yeah,
that.
thanks.
Yeah, because like I said, the gift from Pampered Chef, we'll call it. It's not a gift if you don't get paid, you guys. So just work on getting paid. Okay, paid as. Work on getting paid as. So
Still
thank you. We're all done. Great call. Thank you so much to everyone all year that have shared. You have made this amazing. At the beginning of the year, we did these calls once a month and we would have 30, maybe 40 people on it. And I had to up my Zoom account to 500 because there was so many coming on. So I'm going to keep it going because I believe that these calls are really, they've been the lifeblood of this business and for all of us to keep going and growing together. So blessings to all of you. I know Hanukkah's finished. I hope you had a wonderful Hanukkah for those of that have celebrated that. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, you guys. Blessings to all. Stay safe and we will see you in the new year. We're going to have fun in 21. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Wait, before you go, wait.
Oh, before I go. Okay.